Okay, so I'm doing my scrolling trying to find something to watch, and I run across this movie called The Menu on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime, Hulu, and Tubi, I believe, when I Googled it after I was done watching it. So we follow this couple that go to like this, I guess, resort on this little island to have this like world renowned chef cook them different courses, and it's supposed to be like for the elite few can afford this or something like that, right? So come to find out, this guy is psycho. These people cannot leave. So much happens, people die. It is crazy. Now, when you look up the movie, it says it's under horror comedy. Now, I'm guessing if you have like a dark sense of humor, you can find some parts funny. But to me, it was more like a horror, suspense thriller type thing, right? So the main character, we find out later on, is actually an escort or a companion, whatever word you want to use, of the person who brought her there. And on the list, it was supposed to be his girlfriend, but they broke up, so he just hired this escort. Okay, accompany me to this dinner thing, lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever, right? This is the part that gets me. Stuff starts happening, people start dying, right? And he's just a little too cool and calm for me. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And we'll come to find out he knew that they were going there to die. I think the rest of the people didn't, though. For some kind of way he found out that, hey, at the end of all this, eating different courses and meals, we're all gonna just die, right? And she totally goes off on him, because I would too. You hire me knowing that this guy is gonna kill us and everything. Watching this, and I was discussing this with somebody on Instagram, guy I went to college with. And he was saying, yeah, I get the different messages of like class, elite. It's because all the people that were there are people that had money, right? And this world-renowned chef, he had like 20 chefs up under him. And they followed everything he did. Like, the whole time by the time I got to the point where people started dying, I'm like, why can't they just like jump this guy? You got 20 chefs under you. There was like 5 bodyguards. It's like they were God to him. And so when I was doing some reading up on the movie afterwards, they were just talking about how, like, I guess the comedy part, the satire, if you will, the dark humor was about, I guess, how, it's a good word, bourgeois elite chefs are. I don't watch the Food Network that much, so I'm not too familiar. I mean, I know I'm familiar with a few chefs, like the Ethiopian guy who's real popular, Chef Garvin. There was a little French lady way back in the day. She brought like French cuisine to America. Not that she brought it, but she like made it really popular or something. That lady. So I'm not too familiar with like the super like 5-star, Michelin chef fine dining. So I guess if you're a part of that world, like culinary, maybe you can find a humor in it. But I was just like, what is this dude's problem? And you know what's so crazy? If you have not seen the movie, stop right now, watch it, and then come back, because I'm about to do a little bit of spoiling. Well, a lot of bit of spoiling. So the girl, she tried to escape like twice, right? She decided, after she snuck into like his personal home that was attached, she saw that he used to make burgers. That was his thing at first, before becoming this, high-class chef, right? So she says, you know what? I don't want anything that's on the menu. I want a burger. So he went in there. He took his time, and I will say this, that burger looked good. I was like, he made me want to go run out to Kroger and get some meat and some onions and do it myself too, okay? That burger looked good. Well, she took a bite and she said, you know what? It's a little too much for me right now. Can I get it to go? We find out that no one has ever gotten his food and to go, or to get a doggy bag, or I know in some places they say to go box, doggy bag, whatever. That was how she was able to leave. And there was like a ferry that she got on to go through the water or whatever. Then after that, I just don't understand people's mentality, but this is, I guess, the product of groupthink. After that, they committed like mass suicide. Like the chefs that were up under him, basically they all burned up to death, including the people who were guests. And that's another thing I didn't get. Why didn't they run out after her? Like after she was taking, walking out with her burger, honey, I would have pushed her down and ran out past her. Like, dude, I'm not about to sit here and die after you have told me, or I have figured out by watching 2 or 3 people die or kill themselves. I'm leaving, or I'm going to die trying to leave. Like, I'm just not going to sit here and willingly get burned alive, okay? So I think if you are into culinary arts, this is something that you have studied, you're in school for. If you are familiar with fine dining, I think you will probably find the humor in this. Find how maybe some, I keep saying elite chefs, but I can't get the word that I want to use, but the chefs that are like way prestigious, I'll say that. The chefs that are prestigious, if you are familiar with like their egos or something, I think this will definitely probably resonate with you on the comedy part. But for me, I didn't find anything funny. I'm like, people started, dude shot himself in the head and her date hung himself. Like, I'm like, what is going on? And the bodyguards, the chefs, and then there was this one lady who was like, I guess his I don't want to say sidekick, but top second-hand man or something. She was like crazy. Like, she would not, nothing could get past her. She hears somebody whispering, she'd be looking at him, go to the chef will come out. So hey, but yeah, I feel like some movies speak to me because, just like when I'm reading books, I feel like a book speaks to me. I feel like it spoke to me. It was good. The ending was like, oh my God, like what the heck? But I do like an ending that is not always predictable, because I thought her and him, no, I didn't think her and him, because he was down to die. So, but I did believe she was going to get away. I just didn't know how. But I did think that, well, I thought that the innocent guests who had no clue that they were there to die, I thought something was going to happen where they can get free. Like, I knew she was going to get free because the movie can't end that badly where everybody died. Like, damn. But the fact that it was everybody poof, be gone. So if you want something, Halloween's coming up. It's August 30th. We have a month until October 1st anyway. About 2 months till Halloween. But if you want to get started in the Halloween scary movie, horror movie thing, go ahead and watch The Menu. And like I said, you foodies out there will probably find something in it that I didn't see or didn't quite understand, because I'm not like that, and I'm not, that's not a hobby of mine, fine dining. I like to try it one day, of course. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to go and look for something else to watch. And let's continue to hope and pray that this writer strike, this actor strike ends soon, man. I want to see my shows. I'm a big movie TV head. I know y'all are too. If you're watching this video, you are too. So let's hope that the powers that be give these people what they deserve, all right? As always, I love y'all very much. Thank you to my 36 subscribers. Thank you to those who are watching me right now. And hit that subscribe button. It's free. I ain't asking for no money, no nothing. Just hit that subscribe button for your girl, all right? As always, peace and blessings. Until next time, y'all.